Yesterday's clothes, come on, man. Yesterday's clothes is everybody else's fashion forward. That's what's going on.
I didn't even shower. I'm lying. I showered.
Smell fantastic.
Really? It's the cologne.
Fantastic.
It was overkill. I did a bird bath. I'm gonna be honest.
Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit. You go down the kitchen with a
kitchen with a cloth. Coming, right?
Kitchen with a cloth.
Basically.
What's up, Rocky?
Happy to be here, man. How you been, man?
Oh man, who's that? Somebody's calling. Hang on.
It's the president.
It's the president of all things vocal. Hang on. Hello?
Hi, I have Rod Stewart calling.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Well, we'll take that. Thank you.
Is this Zane?
It is.
Okay, 1 second.
Thanks.
This is very rare.
Right.
Mr. Stewart, this is Zane.
Mr. Stewart, my name is Zane Lowe. It's a pleasure to talk with you.
Hello.
Hi, how's it going?
Good.
I'm with ASAP Rocky.
Yo, Rod, what's up, man?
Mate, how you doing?
What's up, Brett?
Congratulations on all the success with an old tune of mine.
Thank you.
There you go. Finally, these rappers put in their place by the master.
I've actually started putting that song in the show. Can't quite sing it in that key anymore, though. That was 1960s, you know.
That's a high range, Rod, I have to say.
It's no longer there, though.
Wait,
now you got it.
Now that song must have come as a surprise to you to hear that crop up again, because that was when you were writing as a session writer, right? As a singer.
I was absolutely unknown in those days. And a friend of mine ran an automobile shop, and he had a group from Australia that didn't have a very good vocalist. So he said, well, will you come down and do a demo? I said, well, what's in it for me? He said, I'll give you a new set of carpets for your car. So I went in. It took me 2 takes, and that was the last I heard of it until Maggie May became a hit in 1971. Then it became a hit in England after that. And then it disappeared until Rocky found it.
Whew. There you go. Mark Ronson, ASAP Rocky pulling that one out and dusting it off and turning it into a modern-day classic right there.
Oh, yeah.
Brilliant.
What has been your sort of traditional attitude towards people sampling your music and using your music in a modern context?
It doesn't worry me at all. In fact, I find it rather flattering.
Tight.
I love it. I'm all for it. Not opposed to it at all.
And in terms of this particular song, when you heard it, I mean, what was the context to which you heard the first version of this with Rocky on it, produced by Mark?
I think I heard it. I actually heard it. I went online to hear it. That's right. And I loved it. I'm not absolutely a rap fan. I try to understand it. I'm a bit old-fashioned in that division, but I can understand what other people love in it.
I think it's a banger.
It's jiggy.
It's a banger.
Any more collaborations in the rap world? Does this whet your appetite for this?
No, we got a mixtape. Tell them about the mixtape, Rob. It's called Born to Be Pretty, man.
Is it really? Oh, great. What happened
And
to
he's
the video?
rapping.
Is the video finished yet?
The video is done. The video is up on Connect on Apple Music right now. Always the professional Rod
Let me go
Stewart,
and get it
ladies
right
and
now.
gentlemen. Yeah. Always the professional Rod Stewart, ladies and gentlemen. So before you go, Rod, what can you tell us? What's the next move for you?
I'm off to Great Britain at the weekend, where we're doing a Faces reunion, the band I used to be in before, in the early 70s. And then I'm off to Brazil for 3 shows. Elton John and I are doing Rock in Rio.
Wow.
And then then I'm in Hyde Park in London, and it just goes on and on and on. I love it. You know, Rocky, aren't we lucky to be in this business?
Whew, tell me about it, bro. Hyde Park, that's my favorite place, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's wonderful.
Why don't you go out there and play with him?
Yeah, nothing's off the table at this point.
Come on.
Yeah, it would be lovely.
Oh, man, that's tight, man. Yeah, man, that's very rare.
It's a bit too close, but maybe next time.
Rod Stewart, thank you so much for calling in, man. We appreciate it.
All right, my mate. May the good Lord be with you, both of you.
And you, sir. Take care. Bye-bye.
All right, mate.
I don't care what he's talking about. I'm about to go to London and I'm crashing the stage.
Crash that stage.
Yes, man.
I'm saying. ASAP Rocky's rolling with us on Beats One. 100 countries worldwide right now, tapped in and listening to the legend right here in the game with his second record, proper, of course, man. At long last. Now, dude, I was in like some kind of broadcast exile when that record came out. We didn't get a chance to talk about it.
Yeah.
But I've gone on record many times on the station and outside saying how I think that you more than delivered with this record, bro. This is one of the great modern rap records from start to finish.
Thank you.
And you can hear the work you put into it as well.
Thank you. You know, I did the whole thing in London. Too bad I missed you, man. But
yeah,
I could honestly, I second that. I feel like it's one of those situations where I feel as if coming into this album, I just wanted to really articulate, I wanted to make it clear that I just wanted to make art just for the purpose of making art, to showcase my talents as an individual And I didn't think it was all about like mainstream kind of songs this time around. You know, not that I'm opposed to those kind of songs, but this project was really just based about like my career and what I was going through at the current time and how I saw life for the past 2 years since people got to know me and since I disappeared. So
because we've known each other a bit, so let's get real talk.
Let's do it.
Let's talk about the album that preceded that, and I think there was a lot of attention that was post mixtape.
Yeah.
And of course, you know, you coming out, you're a superstar in the game. Everyone can recognize that just from looking at you, realizing this is going to be special. And that first album came out, and I wonder what your honest interpretation of that first album is, because I think some people felt like it didn't live up to expectation.
Really? I just thought it didn't represent me. Mainstream wise, I mean, commercially, it was successful. You know, I mean, I just felt like I didn't want to be in a position where I had to compromise my art of music anymore.
Please go on. How do you mean it didn't represent you, entirely?
Yeah, because I mean, you know, when people think about A$AP Rocky, they think about I love that, you know, I got no effing problem. You know what I mean? That's what they think about. They think about effing problems, right? Yeah. That's not all I am.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I love my bad B's, but it's not just about my effing P's. You feel me? Like it's more to me. You know, I tried to show the artistic form just because. I mean, I didn't want people to like sell me short. You know, I didn't want to belittle myself by going with a mind state of trying to make a mainstream like song or something like that.
So in some respects it was reaction, and in many respects this new record, this new album is the cementing, it's the real foundation of like, this is the Rocky.
Yes, sir.
So that's why the success must mean the world to you, because it's worked on your terms. Right?
Yeah, man, and we did it our way, and I'm just thankful that everybody just, you know, appreciated it and kind of helped us do what we needed to do to show people, man, like, you know, it's hard to go into an office in 2015 and persuade people that you just want to put out like a body of work, just one conceptual piece. People are like, okay, well, where's the single? And you don't have a single, it's nothing to even talk about. But when you, I guess, I'm just glad that it worked out.
I have the single. Here it is in its entirety, all of it. Press play, start to finish. Right?
Basically.
just give it an hour of your time. Like, I know that in this day and age, if you don't catch people's attention in 30 seconds flat, they're gone.
Man. The attention span, these kids, they got like ADD, including myself, right? Man. It's just like everything is a click away.
I'm OCD, right? ADDG. I'm all of it. I am OCD and you are ADD. Stop. Stop with the jokes. I'm ODD. All right, A$AP Rocky's with us at Beats One. We had a nice surprise call from Rod Stewart. Gave us the backstory on Everyday. Videos up on Connect on Apple Music right now. A$AP is the busiest guy in rap at the minute, man. Running around touring. You take that seriously. Man. And the thing as well, man, about Long Last is lyrically just jumped up another level again. And in terms of depth and subject matter, like, you're destroying MCs, no question. You know, there are punchlines that keep pace with the best in the business. But you've gone deep on subject matter right from the top of the record. You lay it out. Yeah,
man. I love how I went from being like, to some like, people would question or debate like, man, is he overrated, to the point where you just got people saying, man, he's so underrated. Yes, you know what I mean? And that's just like a compliment within itself. I would prefer underrated than overrated any day. You know?
Yeah, no, for sure. And that's the thing that I really loved about listening to this record, was I think the choices you made in terms of the music, the beats, the production that you worked on through the record, you gave yourself, just as from a fan's point of view, you gave yourself the right canvas to stretch out as a rapper on this record. Like, really go. Like, it's not just about the club, or it's not just about this. It's like, I'm going to say.
It's not about the trill, the swag only. Right. Like, it's just, you know, those are aspects of me that make me as a whole, that makes me as a person, you know. I feel like I wanted to manifest all my personality traits into this new album. I didn't want to hide nothing. I wanted to tell y'all I was doing psychedelic drugs. I wanted to tell y'all that I messed up with my relationship. I wanted to tell y'all I miss my best friend. I wanted to tell you guys these things. I don't want to hide nothing no more, you know.
When you let go and you open yourself up, that's when they come. That's when they galvanize and they come to you.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They're attracted to that because everyone has problems. Everybody's got problems.
Everybody. Wait, hold on. How come you can say effing and I couldn't say effing?
Because you're a gentleman.
That's right.
Because you're a gentleman in the game. So what about your peers, Rocky? I mean, right now you're in the room, right, with your peers, and it's a beautiful moment.
Yeah.
And you know, in terms of rap, it's an exciting time.
Yeah,
I think
man, I ain't
you and
gonna
Kendrick delivered two of the best albums in the last few years.
Thank you for saying that, man. I agree. I think I love Earl's album.
Yep.
I think Tyler, you know, his album was dope. A lot of different artists put out albums this year. Future's Dirty Sprite too. Man.
Let's talk about Future for a second, because this is the guy that, to me, in terms of flow and in terms of like inventiveness, the way that he goes in, and
he's hot,
right?
I feel like everybody, you know, a lot of people, man, you know, that's the style that they go for. He's the king of it.
Just say it. I'm gonna say it.
He's the king of it.
I'm gonna say it.
Yeah.
He laid it out.
Yeah.
And everyone else has been cherry picking at will.
Yeah, but you know, anytime I say it, they put me on like the cross to get crucified.
There's nothing wrong with being inspired by your peers. I think a lot of people are scared, especially in the rap game, to be like, well, nah, don't bite anyone's flow, don't do that. And that's one thing. But
I think it's wrong. Hold on, let me elaborate. I think it's wrong when you kind of are inspired by contemporary artists and not voice it. So that's like, for instance, me, like, you know, talking about my inspirations and not talking about like Pimp C or all these other people. Like, come on, dog. I talk about Purple Drink and Lean and Gold Teeth. I'm not going to, you know, these are people that I listen to for that. You got to pay respects.
That's the lineage that keeps the cycle moving.
But it's like a master's, like Renaissance art, because he's dead. He's deceased. He's not here. So I'm not taking nothing away from him or like his craft, his pockets, anything, right? I feel like it's kind of wrong when you have an artist that's currently, like, you know, making art and you go imitating it and trying to emulate what they say and do all that other stuff. I think that's where the problem comes in, because people can't differentiate the from props and biting, the difference between both. You know what I mean? And it's nothing wrong with being inspired, like you said, but imitation, it may be the best form of flattery, but it's effing annoying.
Touring. You up for it? Carry on?
Touring. Man, I'm tired.
Yeah. But it's tiring. But it's tiring. No, I can't tell.
For real?
No, you're good. You're
right,
engaged.
cool,
you're in good
man.
form. But I can tell it's tiring because I speak to enough artists. I know the deal.
Yeah, I'm not tired. I'm more sleepy than tired. I'm always sleepy, man. I'm sleepy right now. I want to go to sleep. I never get to sleep anymore.
That's because you're always traveling or talking to people like me.
Nah, man, I don't think that's why, man. I think it's because
Was it active brain?
Nah, you know what? My life is starting to change a lot, man. I don't sleep as much.
Why?
I don't know. I think after Yams passed, I tried, even though I'm still lazy, but after Yams passed, I tried like getting up, living life more, taking pictures, remembering things, cherishing things. I used to just sleep my life away, wake up, make music, and I was just a night owl. My sessions don't start till after midnight, studio, so yeah.
You know, it's a tragedy when you lose someone close in your life, and especially at an age like that.
Especially when you guys came up, you know, in the same upbringing situation, and so many people can just get an imagination of what it's like to, you know, sign a record deal and how that feels and what the process is like. But when you actually have somebody go through the procedures with you and all that other stuff, it's different. They can relate to you on a whole nother level, personally, professionally, you know? And yeah, man, I miss my boy, man. That's my brother. Yeah, man. Yeah.
So, man, this album, this triumph of a record, At Long Last ASAP.
Yeah.
You know, this amazing position that you find yourself in now, where it's just a new, fresh career with a new, fresh start. Even it's like another level up.
You think so? I think it's the same place, man. For me, the way I see it. Because I feel like my first mixtape solidified me as a genuine like artist. You know, it was just
No question.
My mixtape was what, and I feel like going into it, my first commercial release, people wanted mainstream hits. That's what they was expecting, because they said, oh, well, he was an underground guy and he killed that. He can't do this. I bet you he can't have a #1 single. I bet you he can't go platinum. He can't do this, can't do that. We did that a few times, and now it's like, it doesn't, you know, I love, man, listen, see, here's the thing. Losers say stuff like, man, it's not about selling records and this. I'm not saying that because I'm in some type of losing. Like, nah, you know, I really personally don't contribute to that kind of mind state of, oh, it's just like singles and these kind of songs. It's nah, man. You know, it's not just about you going to the club when you listen to A$AP Rocky. It's not just. I want it for any occasion. I want you to cook. I want you to drive to work, and I want you to be in school and college. Seriously, that's what I use music for.
And that's what that album is, a soundtrack to all of that.
I hope so.
That's the thing. That's the thing. Like, you're getting there now on your own terms. And if you want to be a Rocky fan,
you gotta with this.
With the whole thing. With the whole thing.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta understand and recognize and appreciate what Dexter's doing with you.
Yeah, man.
You gotta understand and recognize and appreciate the way you're gonna put the show together and the albums together. It's on your terms.
People don't know that though. They don't know that.
I think they're getting there.
They don't know Dexter and I was just in the house. This was my friend for years, for years, and we decided to work only when the time was right. You know, I could have worked with any kind of videographer, cinematographer, photographer for this album. I decided to work with Michelle Lammy and Dexter Navy. Those are the two people. Michelle Lammy did our photos and everything. Me and Dexter edited everything. Videos, we did that ourselves. Like, for me, I think the best part is when you do something internally and you do it alone with you guys, and you don't have anybody supervising you, telling you, and that's when work comes out really dope. You know, I never had that situation. I just can imagine that's what most people's positions are like they have people supervising what they're doing. Us, we just was like, man, listen, we're gonna do this into the void, but to the next level.
You're an independent artist, man. I think you're an independent success story in thought, man. And I think that you've cracked it. You realize
that's the irony, huh?
It is.
Yeah.
It kind of is. That's the beauty of it, though. And I think that's where the really exciting stories come from. The people that go in and use the system to their intent.
Yeah.
And I think that's one thing that all of us at some point are guilty of when we get given attention by the people who may seem on paper more successful than us. It's like a daddy son or a daddy daughter complex of like, tell me I'm good. Tell me this is good. Tell me this is good for my career. It's like, you already know what's good for your career.
Yeah, you know, I think I do, and that's all I know. So if it feels right, that's all that matters. I don't do anything if it doesn't feel right. Everything is, you know, I strategically do, and I make decisions based upon my feeling, if it feels right.
All right, we're going to end now with our atypical stock standard dig for exclusive material. A$AP Rocky, of course, contributed some lovely bars to a brand new record from Selena Gomez, which, you know, opened the door for her to mature as an artist and to develop into the scene.
Yeah, she got to get her sexy on, man. She got to do something. You know, that's why I specified. Hold on, wait a minute, love.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to F your image up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to chill. You sure you want this?
And what's great about that track, man, is it's worked wonders for
and they
her.
let us produce on that. Me and Heck we produced. I co-produced the whole album, so it's just like, I'm just trying to do
crazy.
Yeah.
It's going to work.
Yeah.
That's going to work.
Yeah. It has to. I mean, it's all it is good for is just being like, well, you know, I kind of had hands on with that. It's not like I did it by myself to be like, you know what I'm saying?
This guy's crouching at the bar. Too late for that, man. Too late to crouch at the bar right now. Come on, I produced the whole record, but I'm not saying though.
You gotta have some modesty, you feel me?
All right, what's next then? What can you tell us, man? Give us a little some insight into what's going on next. Is there anything on the pipeline we should look out for?
Yes, sir. So, directing a bunch of music videos. I just directed a video for Dior. I'm very excited about that. Yes, sir. Directing a video for my boy Pusha T at the moment. Aside from video directing.
Pusha T record?
For him.
Crazy.
Oh, my God.
You just did.
Nah, Pusha.
Killed it?
You'll see. You'll hear.
What's the track called?
I don't know if I could say that right. If it was mine, I would have told you.
King Push, me and King Push it down. You'd be happy.
I got the Cozy Tapes right now that I'm working on. That's my next album, working with the mob, and just really focused on that and these next tours and a couple of fashion things going on. I kind of mentioned the Dior thing, so stay tuned.
Shots fired. I got to drop one more in for the UK crowd. For the UK crowd, Sound Clash business, you gotta come back.
Hey, they effed us up that year, but you know what? Hey, tell them to have a rematch in New York City, man. If we get home court advantage, we'll win. They had home court advantage. We was the only Yankees out there. You know what I'm saying? We was the only Americans. And we still had it. We ain't know what we was doing, but we held it down.
Oh, man.
We had fun. We had the twerkers. Come on, bruh. We brung out Everlast. What? Come on, man. Come on. And we still was jiggy.